last time 2 stars said goodbye. Wednesday, say goodbye to one entire team.
I told my team if they don't win, I'm gonna kill them.
But they will not go home without a fight.
Told you I can catch a ball.
What didn't you understand about that?
Wow, wow.
The battle rages on with 3 all-new challenges. An all-new Battle of the Network Reality Stars. Wednesday at 9/8 Central, only on Bravo. Watch what happens. See bonus battles only on the web. Exclusive footage at BravoTV.com.
Reviving the tradition of the legendary Battle of the Network Stars, we return to Malibu, California, with 32 of TV's biggest reality stars. Last week, Team Jervis triumphed, while 3 other teams despair. And in a dramatic twist, 2 players were traded from their teams.
My team voted me out.
It's Charlotte.
You don't have to stab people in the back and feel good about yourself. But Ryan is very deceitful.
Charlotte, you will be with the red team next week.
I felt very welcome coming into the red team. They are so fun to be around. I am so psyched to be here.
Heidi, next week you will be competing for Team Miz.
I love my red team, I did. But this team is definitely more about the game and winning. I definitely have more energy here. I want to win more. So the other team can kiss my white Jewish ass.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Adamley, and welcome to Bravo's Battle of the Network Reality Stars, the greatest gathering of reality stars ever assembled for television. We're in the second week of our 6-week competition. Once again, our 32 reality stars will be competing in 3 events. The mind games of Simon Says.
Green's out! Green's out!
It's the chaos of dodgeball.
Those guys can't throw, they suck.
And a grueling swim relay. Today, 2 players from the last place team will absolutely, positively be going home. A new day, a new competition. The 4 teams must now decide who will compete in which events. All 32 competitors must compete in at least one event today.
2 stars.
From last place team go home.
2 people from last place must go home. So that means, what is last place, last team?
Let's meet last week's winners, Team Jervis.
Brittany Browler, America's Next Top Model.
Mike Boogie Mallon, Big Brother.
Tina Fabulous, The Bachelor.
Jonathan Baker.
Victoria Fuller,
Amazing Race.
Wendy Pepper, Project Runway.
Jervis Peterson, Survivor.
Chris Russo, The Apprentice.
I'm a really good swimmer, and I'll sit out Simon Says.
I'm a swimmer.
I'm a better swimmer than what he says. I'm a good swimmer, so I'll swim.
Jonathan, every time we're in the locker room, when they throw up the events, he's like, I'm a good swimmer, I'm good at this, I'm good at Simon Says.
I'm an obstacle course person.
I am the closer.
But I run.
Brittany and
Who swims here on a regular basis?
Jonathan definitely wanted to be the captain of our team, but I'm actually really happy that Jervis is our captain because Jonathan's just loud and, ornery and obnoxious. And
They're going down, down, down. It's over. The Blake Blue team. We're in. We're in. That's it.
We are not gonna be in last place.
I don't care who is.
We can't be going home on this freaking team.
So 2 people go home today.
Yeah.
From some.
Let's meet Team Miz.
Bradford Cohen, The Apprentice. Richard Hatch, Original Survivor.
Brian Starr, American Idol.
Mirna Hindoyan, The Amazing Race.
Heidi Bressler, The Apprentice.
Valerie Penso, Temptation Island.
Burton Roberts, Survivor.
Mike the Miz, The Real World.
I don't know if this is the time to say it, but let's get everything on the table.
Today, Mirna woke up late and people started talking. She's probably mad because we voted off Charlotte.
I love you guys from day one. I felt great with all of you. Things happen. Obviously, Charlotte and I are related. Some of you have hard feelings. I don't know if that's an issue. I just wanted to make sure that the team still wanted me because there were a few votes. There were a couple votes for me as well. And I knew that if it wasn't her, then it was gonna be me. I feel like if I'm gonna be in a situation where I'm gonna feel like an outcast, I'd rather have you just say
That's all you
Not at all. Not at all.
They love you.
Right now, this whole time, do you feel like an outcast right
Yesterday I felt great. Today I felt, kind of
right
tough.
now.
Right now.
We don't
How
want
do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah.
But
Mirna feels that she's the next on the block to go, but what she needs to do is get more confidence and say, you know what, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to tear it up today, and if she does that, then she doesn't have anything to worry about.
place.
2 stars go home today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, if we're on the last place team.
What we need to think about today is working together as a team and not thinking about this at all.
No.
Because we won't have to do that if we are
Work
first
as a
place.
team.
Last place
And
too.
we're going to cross that bridge if we have to come to it.
Let's meet Team Coral.
Will Weichel, Big Brother.
Coral Smith, Real World, back to New York.
Duncan Nutter, Showbiz Moms and Dad.
Adam Mesh, Average Joe.
Evan Marriott, Joe Millionaire.
Rachel Love Fraser, The Swan.
Melissa Howard, Real World.
Charlotte Fadul.
The Amazing Race.
Does anybody know a good dodgeball strategy?
7.
Melissa or Charlotte can hang on to my back like a backpack.
Let's try it.
See, look at this.
The red team, they make you laugh so much. I want to have a good time. I want to laugh. You know, that's part of life.
Let's do the swim relay.
Now our swimming strategy.
Yeah, Will, you're swimmers. Middle
do you
name.
wanna swim?
Charlotte's fast.
Yeah, I'll swim.
Are you faster?
Yeah, I'm fast.
Hello.
Hello. I'll go for it.
I'll swim.
We're just gonna launch you halfway across the pool. Half that distance.
No. Okay. So what were you saying there? Oh.
Last place team. Go.
Oh.
Red team.
Oh, no.
Let's meet Team Chip.
Matt Gould, Joe Schmo.
Susan Hawk, Survivor.
Will Kirby, Big Brother.
Chip.
And Kim.
The Amazing Race.
Nikki McKibben, American Idol.
Theo Von Kernatowski, Road Rules.
Ryan Worth, Average Joe.
Okay, anybody tips on dodgeball? Go on,
I
Nikki.
think that the girls, if you don't have really big hands, it's really hard to throw that ball.
So what's the suggestion?
Have the guys the ball.
Oh, give them, okay, cool.
Catch the ball.
Deep.
Okay, girls stay
and
deep.
give the balls to the guys.
Best thing about my team is we're one unit. We're a united front.
Will, I know, really wants to win, and Sue Hawk is a freaking trucker. Are you kidding? If she loses, she's running over everybody.
Dodge, catch, dodge, catch, dodge, catch!
No last place! Yeah.
Working with me, Trishelle Canatella of The Real World. Omarosa Manigault Stallworth of The Apprentice. And America's favorite bachelor, Bob Guiney. Up next is the first of our 3 events today, one of the true classics from the original Battle of the Network Stars, Simon Says. Simon Says was always a favorite in the early years of the Battle of the Network Stars, and Lou Goldstein was the one man in Hollywood who could claim that he directed all of its biggest stars.
Simon said take a step back. That's back. Simon, touch your hips. One, you got low hips. That's it. Oh, yeah. Simon says, embrace her. Simon says, knock it off. Simon says, give me a kiss on the cheek.
That was great stuff. Well, here's the scoring breakdown. 100 points will be awarded to the winner of each event. Second place will get you 75 points. Third and fourth are worth 50 and 25 points, respectively. Another important number, $10,000, as in $10,000. That's what each member of the winning team will receive at the conclusion of the series. Bob Guiney is with Mike the Miz to set the stage for Simon Says.
Obviously, you've been making a name for yourself in all the athletic events. Now it's kind of getting to crunch time with some brain power. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. We're practicing in our locker room.
Good.
Everyone seemed to be doing pretty well. I don't know. You know,
Well,
this
let's
one's
do a
up in
little
the air.
warm up. Let's do a little warm up. See
All
how
right,
you do.
let's
Okay,
do
ready?
this.
All right. Simon says go like this. 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 Hey, Macarena, aye.
Simon says stand up.
Jesus, I don't like this game already. Just listen.
Well, how do you sit there and find a good person at Simon Says? It's like, who's a good listener?
I'm really going to stay on my team about focusing.
I think women definitely have an advantage over the men in Simon Says because the men I've dated haven't been good listeners.
I tend to, fade off. I have ADD a little bit.
We're getting rid of all of our ADD people
they're not playing the game.
The light blue team is very concerned about Melissa Howard from the red team. She won the MTV Inferno Challenge by playing Simon Says.
I've got a lot of pressure on me for Simon Says because I went and opened my big mouth and said I was a Simon Says champion.
I'm putting Melissa on that Simon Says.
6 players per team will participate in Simon Says. The basic idea hasn't changed from what you remember from elementary school. Players are eliminated if they react without hearing Simon Says. The last person standing will win for his or her team. Time now for another old school favorite. In fact, one of the most popular events ever on the original Battle of the Network Stars. Everybody knows how to play Simon Says. Before we get started, a personality who has played this game a time or two. He needs no introduction. His name is Jimmy Walker. JJ from Good Times.
We're gonna get serious with some Simon Says for my reality Super Battle Network Stars, because it's happening now. We are gonna rumble. I will be the one counting you out, in or up or down.
It is Simon Says time. I am Steve Max. Here we go. Hands up. Oh, JJ, could you please escort this lady right over here?
Don't look at me like that, girl. You know you got
Victoria
to go.
Fuller, The Amazing Race, hardly amazing here. She's the first one out.
Here we go. Simon Says, hands up. That's the idea. Simon Says, wave those hands around. That's what I want to see. Simon Says, stop. Hands down. Oh,
Chris Russo of The Apprentice and Wendy Pepper of Project Runway fail to make the cut again. Big hit for Team Jervis.
Sue's very sneaky. Sue, she a little, but she didn't go, so I'm going to let you say. And hands down, hands down. Oh, Simon.
Myrna Hindoyan bites the dust. She competed with her cousin on The Amazing Race, and now she joins Charlotte on the sidelines. Adam Mesh, the average Joe, might have got away with one.
Adam, I'm watching your butt. I'm telling next time.
What Simon Says, it's not if you make a mistake, it's if they catch you making the mistake. There was a lot of mistakes out there.
This is ridiculous. This is redunculous. It's a sham, it's a mockery, it's a travesty. It's a shimock of travesty.
Stop. Blue team. Simon Says, why don't you guys shimmy up a little bit? Simon Says, stop. I love it. Okay. Simon Says, put up your right hand. That's the idea. And Simon Says, wave that hand around. Now listen. Simon Says, stop. Left hand up. Both hands up.
Bradford Cohen, Simon Says, you're fired. Bradford was the second person booted by the Donald on The Apprentice. Didn't last much longer here with
Simon Says, both hands up, hands down, hands down. Simon Says, hands down.
And back to reality for Melissa Howard, the real world Simon Says champion, loses her crown.
I'm bitter and I'm upset, and I'm gonna have to say that I have to blame everyone but myself. Mostly Jimmy Walker. It was not a good time, and it's not Dynamite, and I don't appreciate being carried off the field.
Simon Says a bounce, and Simon Says he bouncy. Simon Says hands up, and Simon Says wave, and Simon Says turn in a circle, Simon Says turn in a circle, Simon Says stop the waving.
Oh, Simon thinning the troops.
Ladies, I did not say put
there goes a swan, a bachelorette, an apprentice, a real-world hottie.
If you're not bouncing,
no more Survivor, and so long, Big Brother. Team Jervis is wiped out. They finish in last place. Reality Stars. We're midway through Simon Says, the first of 3 events today. It shouldn't be a surprise that Richard Hatch is one of the last people standing in Simon Says. Earlier, Omarosa caught up with the winner of the original Survivor.
Richard, did you ever imagine that reality could be so big and be so captivating?
Well, I knew that it would be captivating. I knew that it was a good venue. I understood when they described the show to me why I would want to watch. I'd want to see how I impacted you, how you impacted him, how you were all working together. And that's interesting to me from a human dynamics perspective.
You've been in the news lately because of your tax issues. Not to get too personal, but your fans follow you and they want to know what's happening with that.
Not to get too personal, but I don't care what my fans want to know right now. When my attorney says don't speak, I don't speak. Fame definitely comes with consequences. In my case, probably some pretty significant ones, but I love me. I really, really love me.
Well, Richard, you really set a high standard for all reality stars following you, and thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Omarosa.
Well, Richard Hatch and Team Miz would love to set the standard for the day with a victory here in Simon Says.
Here we go. Simon Says hands up, Simon Says hands down, Simon Says hands on hips, Simon Says hands up in the air, Simon Says wave them, Simon Says stop, Simon Says give me one big clap.
Oh, the average Joe, Adam Mesh, may have gotten away with another one. Not
If
so
you clap the
fortunate
second time,
for
you are
others.
innocent.
Will Weichel
Look
gets
at Adam.
evicted.
Look at
Dunk
Adam.
nut, that's
Adam Simon
showbiz.
says move on.
Theo
Adam
hits
Simon
the
says
road,
move
and
on.
Joe Schmo's got to go.
Adam's not even playing Simon Says.
You're making
Adam's missed 15 games.
If you make the tiniest mistake, Chip is all over you. All right. Simon says,
If
touch his
only
shoulders.
Adam got
Simon
this
says,
much
tap his
attention
shoulders.
from
Simon says,
Milena.
stop. Simon says, hands on belly. Simon says, rub the belly. Rubby, rubby, rubby. Simon says, stop. Hands up. We got one.
Simon
We got
extinguishes
one.
Sue Hawk's torch. Miz is history. And they finally get the average Joe. Which means Team Coral has been eliminated.
Simon says hands up, Simon says hands down. Simon says one jump, please. Just one jump. One more. Woo, one more, one more. Did you do a little extra bouncy over there?
The extra bounce in Kim's step, it helped her in the Amazing Race, but not here in Simon Says. Just three players left. Nikki McKibben singing solo here for Team Chip.
Simon says hands up.
Temptation
Simon says hands
Island,
down.
Valerie
Simon says hands
Penzo,
on
and the
nose.
Ultimate
Simon says
Survivor,
tappy,
Richard
tappy, tap
Hatch
that
for
nose.
Team
Simon
Miz.
says stop tapping. Simon says hands up now. Simon says wave him around. Simon says stop. Wave him around, wave him around. Simon says wave him around. Simon says stop. Hands down, hands down. Simon says hands up.
Bye-bye, Valerie. Valerie Penzo couldn't resist Simon's temptation. And a little twitch from Nikki.
Yes.
When you've been out for a long time, stay out.
Here we go.
The Simon Says Championship on the line. Nikki McKibben of American Idol, Richard Hatch, Survivor.
Did you see the technique? Simon says, you show her the technique. Simon says, go. Ah!
Security! Security, please! Security! There's been an unlawful doffing here.
He likes to be naked. The light hit it, and it was just blinding. So, and look at that big Survivor butt.
Face me, please, face me. Simon says, face me.
Nobody should be
Here we go.
subjected to those
Simon says
Survivor
hands up, Simon
tactics.
says
Here we
hands down,
go
Simon says
for the
touch your nose,
championship of
Simon
Simon
says touch your ears, Simon says
Says.
touch your knees. Simon says tappy, tappy, tap the knees, tappy, tappy. Simon says stop, hands up, hands up, hands up.
And that's it. Richard Hatch of Survivor. Let the celebration begin. What a way to start for Team Miz. Sad song for Team Chip and Nikki McKibben, who along her way to a second place finish certainly saw a side to Richard she didn't expect to encounter. Omarosa is now with the winners.
Richard, awesome performance. I particularly like when you showed your bottom. What was that strategy there?
Well, you know, he said, show her the goods or something. I don't know what he said, but he said Simon Says, so I had to do something.
Clearly smart enough to win Survivor, smart enough to win here. What do you think of your team?
This was a team effort, period. You know what I mean? If I couldn't have stayed as long if they hadn't have hung in there as long as they did. We were right down to the end. Yeah, it's all about the team, sure.
Richard Hatch up to no good.
100 points for Team Miz. They're in the early lead. Team Chip picks up 75 points for second place. Team Coral next with 50, and Team Jervis takes 25. Remember, 2 people from the team that finishes last for the day will be sent packing. And while 2 reality stars will be going home, we're not quite ready to say goodbye to Jimmy Walker. He's with Bob Guinea to continue the good times.
Jimmy J.J. Walker, one of the legends of this whole Battle of the Network Stars.
I was on the first battle, so this was great, being back, a memory without the physical activity of the last thing. With Robert Conrad and Gabe Kaplan to the death, you know, Conrad stepped up the level of competition because everybody said, okay, since he feels this way, we got to get harder. Then you realize you're going to be on national TV for a little while, so then you don't want to look bad. Right. Even if you had a pull muscle, you get Mr. T's, one of his chains, cut their doggone thing open, get one of his pieces of jewelry, and you go, yeah. Penny Marshall kicking our butts constantly because she was on ABC, we were on CBS, and she did damage.
She was strong, eh?
She was strong. Keep in mind, she was going against Valerie Bertinelli, who was like a little girl.
A little bit of a mouse.
Yes, and she just left her for nothing, man.
Thanks for carving out some time for us today, man.
One of 3 events today, that old playground favorite, dodgeball. Perhaps it will serve as an outlet for some pent-up aggression for these 32 reality stars.
I don't know, there's no strategy with dodgeball. You can't predict what the other person's gonna do. You just gotta not get hit.
A huge part is catching the ball.
Just absorb it.
Bam.
Absorb it.
Because when you catch the ball, you take out one of their players and another player comes in.
And then you have to focus on the guy who's their main player. Everybody throws at that one guy.
That's who you want to look out for, is who has the strongest arm.
The Miz is first. And you can get rich, take rich out.
Evan. Theo.
If you're not a very strong thrower, give it to someone that is.
Yeah.
My thing was like, the girls need to get the balls, get them to the guys, and let the guys take care of it.
Oh, the big bad ball!
Well, here are the randomly selected matchups for dodgeball. Team Coral will get things started when they meet last week's winners, Team Jervis. And then the second pairing will be Team Chip going head-to-head with Team Miz. The winners will then meet in the final to decide a dodgeball champion. All 8 players from each team will participate in dodgeball. 6 balls will be in play. If any part of a player's body is hit by an opposing throw, the player that was hit is out. If a ball is caught, the thrower is out. And one of the eliminated players from the catching team is allowed to return to the game. Any player that crosses the center line is out. A team wins when all 8 players of the opposing team have been eliminated. Time now for our Verizon highlights as we take a look back at what happened in round 1, a showdown between Team Jervis and Team Coral to decide one place in the final. Right away, Team Jervis on the offensive, just pounding away at Team Coral. Then Team Jervis lost sight of the center line, and that made things a little more even. Setting the stage for Real World's Coral Smith. Outrageous on and off the court, the captain's catch sent Brittany down the catwalk and allowed Will Weichel back onto the court. And then it was the man from Big Brother that took out Victoria Fuller. A huge comeback for Team Coral. And by virtue of their win over Team Jervis, Team Coral secured their place in the dodgeball final. Their opponent in that final determined as Team Chip, and Team Miz faced off in the other first-round matchup. It was an all-out brawl, back and forth at the start. Both teams took some shots and delivered some of their own. Team Chip eventually took control. Theo from Road Rules makes the clutch grab. And the evil doctor, Will Kirby, makes a house call, showing off his good hands. Theo outwits, outplays, outlasts Burton of Survivor. And Valerie attempting target for Theo. And then Joe Schmo delivering the knockout blow for Team Chip. They defeat Team Miz and advance to the final. So it's Team Coral and Team Chip in the final with 100 points going to the dodgeball champion. Dr. Will Kirby, the winner of Big Brother 2, has that confident look heading into the dodgeball showdown, and we'll see if Evan Marriott is as convincing on the athletic field as he was in his role in one of the most memorable reality shows ever.
All right, we're here with Evan Marriott, the star of the first Joe Millionaire. So how's the dating life been since the show?
It's been on and off, up and down, like a roller coaster, side to side, round and round.
Oh, come on.
But I'm a weird guy to get to know, and I think I'm probably pretty difficult to get along with sometimes. So I've been in and out of relationships ever since the show.
So, all right, there are tons of reality people from so many different reality shows. Was there anyone that you totally wanted to meet?
Well, that was the other thing. Is I don't watch much television, so it was the first thing that I noticed when I came, to the set.
A little overwhelming?
Yeah, I didn't know anybody.
Did you know Trishelle from The Real World?
I didn't watch The Real World.
You didn't. I'm very upset. This interview's gonna have to be done.
I'm honest.
Okay, no, I hear you.
Could I have lied and gone, yeah, you were the best, and I just loved you to death, and you just how sweet.
All right, well, thank you so much, and there you have it.
No, thank you, Trishelle. Evan and the rest of Team Coral will meet Team Chip in the dodgeball final.
Strategy was for the second game, just don't get hit, hence the term dodgeball. Dodgeball.
I'm scanning my competition. We got Theo with the iron arm. We got Dr. Will catching the balls. And then you look over there and you got Nikki McKibben looking like she's in withdrawals on something, all scratching her body and flailing all out.
My strategy is to try to be one of the last people standing, and hopefully it will be against a couple of girls and I'll just knock them out. Their strength is Theo, their liability is everyone else. Although I don't underestimate Brian Worth. I know never to underestimate an average Joe.
So it's Team Coral in red versus Team Chip, the big green machine, in the dodgeball final. We're underway. And the evil Dr. Will Kirby the first to go. Now Joe Millionaire will take a seat. Coral's throw caught by survivors Sue Hawk. And Sue catches another one. Goodbye to the Swan. Now Chip takes out Dunk Nut. Charlotte steps up and shoots down Sue Hawk.
Damn it!
Gone. And Brian Worth overpowers Charlotte. The evil doctor shows off his arm. Melissa Howard is eliminated. Team Coral is being destroyed. Just 2 players remain. Will Weichel and Adam Mesh. Weichel, the registered nurse, misses there, and now he needs first aid. He's out. Adam Mesh stays alive. His catch brings Evan Marriott back into the game. Evan showing off his $1 million arm, the reality heartthrob on a rampage. Brian Worth charging. He couldn't get the girl and he couldn't get Evan either, but Theo does. Unbelievable. Teaching him the rules of the road. 4 players remain for Team Chip. Adam Mesh, the average Joe, all alone. That was some above-average footwork and eluding that shot. He takes out Brian Worth. Come on, bring it on. Give me your best shot. Nikki McKibben decides to give it to Theo to get the job done, and he does. Coming through in a big way for Team Chip. They are the dodgeball champions.
In retrospect, I should have just stepped out of the way of that one, take a shot at him. But if I would have caught it, we would have won.
Man of the hour. All right. Dodgeball is a pretty serious sport.
Yeah.
Right?
lot of
Tell me
countries.
about some of your dodgeball experience and how you know how to play so well.
Well, I just grew up in a family with a lot of balls and a lot of hatred.
Whoa.
So you know how that goes.
All right, congratulations.
So after 2 events, Team Chip in the lead with 175 points. Team Miz and Team Coral tied for second. And even though they won the consolation match, Team Jervis still in last place. And remember, if they remain there, they'll be sending 2 team members home.
TV Guide poll, America voted on which reality star would just have to be taken out first in a game of dodgeball. And the winner is Richard Hatch, who has the biggest dodgeball target. For more exclusive dodgeball competition footage, including Mike the Miz's rant, head over to BravoTV.com/battle.
We're back in Malibu, California for the Battle of the Network Reality Stars. We're at the swimming relay, the last event of the day, and the event that will determine today's champion. Team Chip has the overall lead. Team Miz and Team Coral are tied for second, and Team Jervis is last. And that's the position that no one wants to be in at the end of the day. The decision to send home 2 of their teammates will be a difficult one. In the original Battle of the Network Stars, the swimming relay became the TNA Olympics with glamour girls like Victoria Principal, Catherine Bach, Suzanne Summers, and Heather Thomas showing off their bodies along with their athletic skills. Not to be outdone, leading men like Tom Selleck, Robin Williams, and Michael J. Fox weren't afraid to show off a little skin either. The rules, all 4 teams will compete at once. Each team will have 5 swimmers. The first 4 swimmers will swim 25 meters. The 5th will swim 50 meters. This event is worth 125 points, which could be the difference between winning the day or sending 2 of your team members home. Earlier in the day, Charlotte Fadul volunteered to compete in the swimming relay.
It's fast. Yeah, I'll swim.
Are you faster?
Yeah, I'm fast, but
Then yeah, don't worry
I'll go for it. I'll swim.
But it appears she's had a change of heart. Melissa Howard has reluctantly agreed to replace Charlotte, but Charlotte's withdrawal really puts Team Coral in a tough spot.
They're saying it's quitting, but it's not about quitting. My body's aching, and I didn't feel right to go swimming.
The lineups for the swimming relay, Team Jervis in lane 1. Victoria gets things started. Then it's Brittany, Tina Fabulous, Jonathan, and anchor Mike Boogie. In lane 2, it's Team Chip. The captain will swim the first leg, followed by Susan Hawk, Theo V, Nikki McKibben, and Will Kirby, who will swim the 5th and final leg. Team Miz is in lane 3. After Burton, it'll be Myrna, Richard Hatch, Ryan, and then the anchor, Mike the Miz. In lane 4, Team Coral, Melissa Howard, a late replacement for Charlotte, will swim the opening leg. Then it's the Swan, then Joe Millionaire, then Average Joe, and Will Weichel, the anchor.
Swimming strategy is to keep my black ass out the water. You're not going in, down in the water. You're going out into the water, not down into the water. Oh, I gotta go down.
What place are you in now before you get into last?
Second.
Shut up, Richard Hatch. We've got 3 girls. Everyone's going to be putting their guys in. Not that guys are faster, but girls are lighter.
Go get him.
Basically, the scenario is this, plain and simple. Win, somebody going home.
Ooh! And I'm serious. I'm sorry, I don't have like these big shoulders for nothing, and I know how to use them.
When you hit the water, I don't care if your goggles come off, your top comes off, your bottoms come off. You're going to the end as fast as you can.
Nice job, Burton. Burton, you made your TV. But
When you're competing with The Miz, you better get your swole on.
who do you want to beat?
Periwinkles?
And who do you want to beat on the Periwinkle team?
I want to take blood out of the bunny.
Why?
I hate her. She's beat me on the jaws. And you want to get her husband.
No comment.
Our team is the strongest at swimming.
Jonathan, you go first leg. I'll go first leg. I'll touch the wall before you do $100.
I'm not taking the bet. We're gonna beat you at the end of the day.
I don't care. Fine. Take it.
Kiss
You won't
my
do it.
ass.
Take it.
Oh, we won't
Take
do
it.
it.
Listen, what's wrong with you?
Watch.
For more on the swimming relay and its significance, Bob Guinea is with Jervis.
Top to the bottom in 1 week. This swimming event's it's all coming down to this, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just win or go home. That's what it's like. If we don't win, 2 people are going home on our team. But I'm confident my girls is going to surprise everybody. They swimmers, man, and my guys are strong too. So we're definitely going to win this event, and then that's a wrap.
Does it make you feel a little bit nervous because you're not involved in the swim? You're not in the pool actually trying to pull it in for your team?
Nah, I can't hog every challenge, man. I got to let these guys get a little something in
Gotta
here.
get a little-
You know what I
little
mean?
time. I feel you.
That's all. I'm sharing the wealth around.
Nice work, man. Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Hate to see you go home.
Thanks.
So once again, Team Jervis is in lane 1, Team Chip in lane 2. In lane 3, it's Team Miz and Team Coral in lane number 4. And who better to get the race started than the mother of reality TV herself, Darva Conger.
On your mark. Get set.
There in the water, Melissa Howard with a slow start for Team Coral. Burton Roberts of Team Miz immediately surges to the front. Victoria Fuller of Team Jervis and Chip McAllister battling for second. Second leg, Mirna Hindoyan in for Team Miz. Susan Hawk for Team Chip. Mirna still has Team Miz in front, but here comes Brittany Brower of Team Jervis. And finally, Melissa Howard finishes her lap. A brutal start for Team Coral. At the wall, it's Team Jervis and Team Miz. What a leg by Brittany Brower. Tina Fabulous of Team Jervis now has the lead, but Richard Hatch of Team Miz closing ground. Team Chip remains third. Team Coral still well off the pace. If they stay in that position, they are likely to lose 2 members of their team at the end of the day. The fourth leg now, Jonathan Baker of Team Jervis in the lead. Ryan Starr of Team Miz trying to chase him down. Baker stretching for the wall. He's got the lead after 4 legs and into the water. The final leg right here. Mike Boogie holding the lead for Team Jervis. And that could be huge. But watch out, here comes The Miz. Mike The Miz, the new leader. What a flip turn by Mike The Miz. He overtakes Mike Boogie. Team Jervis is in second place right now, and they'll have to keep that position if they are going to avoid the elimination process at the end of the day. The Miz smoked that final 50 meters. Unbelievable. They win the swimming relay. Mike Boogie bringing Team Jervis home second. Team Chip will have to settle for third, and while Team Miz continues to celebrate, Will Weichel finally closes things out for Team Coral. However, his efforts in vain. Team Coral finishes in a tie for third in the overall standings, but because they finished last in the swimming relay and Team Jervis finished second, Team Coral will have to say goodbye to 2 of its teammates. Trichelle's with the winners.
With Miz as the anchor today, what is the deal? I didn't know about the Speedo and the swimming.
Oh, you knew about the Speedo.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that right now.
You're not going back to old school.
For this race.
I did.
What about you, Hats?
I just did whatever I could do to look like a whale, and that helped.
Okay, congratulations, Blue Team. You guys are all winners. Great job.
So victory in the swimming relay wins the day for Team Miz. Team Chip a close second. Team Jervis and Team Coral tied for third points-wise. Team Jervis wins the tiebreaker, however, because of their better finish in the swim, which means that Team Coral finishes last. They're with Omarosa.
Coral, tonight you got a tough decision. You've got to send 2 people home.
I know.
What are you going to do?
Send 2 people home.
What if they send you home?
And I have to
have it out.
Pick a new team captain.
They'll have to pick a new team captain.
Tonight, 2 people are going home. Any thoughts of who your team might select to send home?
This is my time to go home because I didn't step it up, and I accept that. You know, if I don't step it up, you gotta go home.
Do you agree with her decision to be sent home?
No, I think that everybody is here for different reasons, and so whatever she feels personally, I mean, our team will respect, but I do have to say I hate to see that she feels that way because I think she's a tremendous asset to everybody here.
All right, Red Team, it should be a very, very interesting elimination tonight. Good luck to you.
It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. They're gonna say Evan Marriott has to stay by size. They're gonna say, how about that Melissa? She hasn't done anything. But I'm really nice. Everybody needs a nice person on their team.
I think the object is to get rid of your weakest links so that you have the best chance of winning. It's definitely not me.
Hey, Evan, what do you think? We gotta send 2 bitches home today. Charlotte wants to go home, which I don't necessarily think is cool, because I think she's cool.
Well, I didn't swim, and that was wrong of me. I think I could have swam faster than Melissa did. That's why I believe that it was my time.
We're deliberating. This is it. We have to vote off 1 boy and 1 girl. I think that, Charlotte, you yourself by saying what you said earlier.
I want to go home because I don't think I gave it my all.
If you hadn't said that, nobody would be thinking, let's vote Charlotte off. You know, it's just hard now. Right. So I think that screwed you.
Honestly, from my perspective, or whatever, and maybe make this a little less painful, I'm okay if it were me and Charlotte that you guys just wanted to. I can't vote myself off, but if that's what this unit feels is best for the team, I can live with that. I've had a great time here.
Okay, but hold on, guys. I mean, if y'all want to take it serious, I'm going to get serious with it. If you look at me and go, we need Evan because he's tall, well, that's a bunch of malarkey because somebody said we have a trivia thing we got to do, and I don't know if you've been listening to the media, but I'm not the smartest person on the planet.
I want to keep a team that's going to have fun, that's going to really work at it. I mean, everybody's going to try. But I don't really want to have a 45-minute argument about, you know, freaking Simon Says. And Adam, you're so intense about this shit. Like, you can be too crazy about something and then get upset. Like, you get so upset. It hurts you. You know?
You want to vote for me? Listen,
No, it's not like that.
I played to win. I said that.
You do, but we're not winning.
I know.
See?
That's frustrating. I'm just saying, for you, as competitive as I am, once the game's over, like I lost today, I don't even want to vote for you. You're right. It's just annoying.
Yeah, but we gotta vote, or else we're
I guess you.
Dunk nut. And that's Evan. Oh, great. I'm gonna have to be a tiebreaker. This sucks.
Coral, your team has voted.
Totally.
Who's packing? Who's going home?
You know, we heard Charlotte's speech earlier, so yeah, Charlotte, she's gonna pack. And, man, Dunk Nut, I don't understand. But Charlotte and Dunk Nut, dude, for real, give it up.
I felt that it was my time to pretty much go. I mean, if you don't deliver for the team, then it's just time to go.
Charlotte and Duncan, come on up.
I didn't want to leave at the time of my life, but in the end, I was all about the team and what was best for the team, and Charlotte and I were okay with letting the team move on in the direction of hopefully winning.
Rather than have 3 teams with 8 players and just 1 team with 6 players, like Team Coral, we've got 2 new reality all-stars, 1 male and 1 female, who are ready to compete.
Are they gonna be on my team?
So I've got a little proposition. Team is, since your team won today, you can play God. I've got 3 options for you. Option number 1, you can swap 2 of your teammates, give them to Team Coral, and take the new reality all-stars for yourself. Or you can swap 2 players from Team Chip or Team Jervis, give them to Team Coral, and let them take the new reality all-stars.
Wow.
Or you can give the new reality All-Stars to Team Coral outright. Now, keep in mind that these two new All-Stars can either help a team or hurt a team. Take your team back to your locker room and come back with a decision.
I want to stay with my team. I don't want to mess in with me.
I don't give a who we get.
I think we stand really cohesively well together. Yeah. That's just what I feel. In red, I think that team is already kind of way behind. I think two new people coming into it, it might keep them just kind of where they are.
That's true. Mike's stupid. He's a punk.
That's a hell of a decision for him to make. I wouldn't want to make it.
You know what I mean?
One thing you got to think about the blue team, they did really well. They're intimidating as a team. I think they're a strong team.
My thing is, if we take out some, like two new people on a team is like, gets you kind of like, it ruins your whole team dynamic. Yeah. That's why I don't want to lose anyone on this team. Okay. And I want to take out someone from the green or the blue, because either way, red is going to have two people on a new team.
Talk about specific examples. Two people won't cut it. What specifics are you thinking?
Is green more damaging or light blue?
I would take the two weakest players from light blue, move them to red, and keep red the weakest team.
If we take a guy off of green and put him onto red and a girl off of green, what happens if they get a stronger guy onto green?
Well, we take out their strongest guy and put him on red.
Who wants to leave?
Red's gonna Theo with
Coral?
Susan.
Like, the red team would be a team I wouldn't be afraid to go over to. Because they seem cool.
I say we either take Boogie and Victoria and move it, or we just let the new people go to the red.
Victoria, Rachel, and Coral. Those are three strong, big, happy women, and we will lose to them.
Miz, there was a lot of different directions that you could go in. What decision did you make?
Basically, the team got together and we tried to figure out the best way to basically even out all the teams. The red team, honestly, I've never felt like you guys were a threat. And I felt like some of the other teams were a threat. And so we decided.
Miz, there was a lot of different directions that you could go in. What decision did you make?
We decided to change the light blue team, and we are going to take out Jervis and Tina Fabulous. And we're going to send them to the red team.
Yeah, Jervis!
So Jervis and Tina over to your new team.
You know what happened? A bull just happened. And now we're decimated. There better be another twist before this season is over.
Welcome!
I love our new teammates. I think they're awesome.
Don't be so upset, y'all.
Dark Blue's strategy was genius. We've lost our spirit, our skills, our energy, our cohesiveness.
So Jervis and Tina join Team Coral, who remains the team captain. And now the former Team Jervis is shorthanded, and it's time for you to meet your two new teammates. Come on out. From Survivor, Jerry Manthe. And from Average Joe Hawaii, David Daskell.
They just took two of our strong players, and we just picked up a girl and Howard Stern.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm telling you right now, Miz, I'm coming for you for the rest of this competition, no matter what it is. I'm gonna mess him up, because he just ruined our team. We had a solid team.
Congratulations, Team Miz. We'll see how your decision pans out. We've sent 2 reality stars home, 2 new reality stars arrive. But next week, an entire team will be eliminated on Battle of the Network Reality Stars. Next week on Battle of the Network Reality Stars.
Told you I can catch the ball. Guess it matters. The idea is to pick. What didn't you understand about that?
Come on, Boogie, dude. No.
Don't talk to me. Get out of my face. You're causing me to hang around because you don't care. You might as well just go home.
When I have to go home, then fine. At least I don't have to be around these idiots.
We're gonna do it!